screen and take a look at this. That's how quickly it happens. Not if, but when the power goes out. Maybe you knew a storm was coming, maybe you didn't. But when your power goes out, it's so nice to have the peace of mind that you can just roll a powerful station into your home. You don't have to go out and have a generator outside that you have to get gas for, that you have to keep outside, keep the door open. This is the Halo 2400 watt power station with a built-in trolley and wheels. This is the most powerful they've ever done. Do you see what happened? His was in his garage, he pulled it in. Maybe she brought hers upstairs because her husband needs his CPAP machine. It's more power with the built-in trolley for the same price as last year's Today's Special Value. Same size as well. It's only 58 pounds, but it does come with the wheels and the handle built in, so I am able to take this from room to room to room. Here are the color choices we have. 2 of them are exclusive to us. We have it in the green. That one is by far the most limited, and we do not have a ton of these to go around for the day. We also have it available in blue. That's also exclusive. If you look on Halo's website today, you can get the black, but it would be $2,100. That's without the solar panel. We're doing that for $1,300 today. That's a savings of $800. Now I will tell you that most people do the solar panel, because when you have those multi-day outages, you can't plug your Halo back in to charge it back up. So you use the sun to be able to do that. Usually an extra $300 never comes with it. At Halo, we're the exclusive retailer to have it included for only $100 more than without. Those are usually the first to sell out. You can always purchase it extra from Halo's website, or sometimes we have them on QVC.com, but they're $300 extra. Now we have 18-month special financing, $72 a month for the next 18 months to have that peace of mind, and you have it as you're paying it off. For without the solar panel. With the solar panel, $78. So just about $6 more a month. I would definitely do the solar power. Now, I do have an update for you already at 11 a.m. If you want the green with the solar panel, 2/3 gone for the day. We have 85 remaining. Do you know the Halo Bolt? We sold 140,000 of those as a Today's Special Value. We only have a couple hundred left in these, if that puts it into perspective. Now, I know it's a bit of a considered purchase. You're gonna wanna learn more about it. You're gonna wanna know what you can plug into it and how much power you're gonna get out of it. So please grab a cup of coffee, join me with my heated blanket that I can plug in, because it's a little cold in here, and Sarah Cottalesi, who brings us Halo, our #1 power brand here at QVC with their most powerful ever.
Yeah.
You got it into the same, it's the same footprint.
It's the exact same footprint.
The same price, but it's more powerful, $1,600 to $2,400.
Absolutely, and we made it easier than ever to wheel from room to room to room. So yes, absolutely, we've given you the most power that we've ever added. And what does that mean to you? Longer run times for whatever it is that you're plugging in. We've also given you the fact that it's still that same footprint, but at 2,400 watts, it means that you can power more as well.
Right.
So we love that idea.
16 items plugged in right now, including the lights that are lighting us for camera right now, because
so
we're going to have a little bit of our own power outage. But we have the lamp. You need light. It usually happens when it's late at night.
Right.
You need your Wi-Fi. That's something a lot of us don't think of, because that's your connection to be able to look up the news on your television or on your computer or your phone.
Oh, for sure. And what you think about is that this is your normalcy, right? Whatever you see around us right now, this is your normal in a rather chaotic situation, right? If you lose power, that means it's out of your control. You have no idea when your power is going to be restored.
Right.
You have Halo in your house, instantly you're able to plug in your TV, stay connected with your phone, plug in your Wi-Fi router as well, run a CPAP machine, all the things that matter the most to us, you're able to handle with this one.
Right.
So going back to kind of the footprint of this, again, most powerful, what we added to this one too is integrated wheels and a handle. So at 58 pounds, this is pure battery. We added more battery power than ever, kept the footprint really, really tiny, and jam-packed it with power. And we love that, again, because we're getting those extended run times, we're getting the opportunity to plug in many things. So it's kind of funny, in the world of consumer electronics here at QVC, we don't like cords, right? We like to make everything look nice and neat. Oh no, we want you to see every single cable that's in here.
Including extension cords, which is one of the biggest questions we get.
Absolutely.
Sump pump, yes. Refrigerators, yes. Usually when a storm is coming, what does everybody do? You run out to the store, you load up on food.
Yeah, for sure.
Freezer, sometimes you have over $1,000 worth of food in your freezer at one time. This will pay for itself in one time that you don't have to go and throw it all out.
Oh, for sure. And again, it kind of puts the control back in your hands, and it restores that normalcy, but more importantly, you get to stay in your home.
Yes.
So you think about this as being, you know, creature comforts. We always say home is our safe haven, and we want it to be the exact same that it was the day before. And at any given time, you could lose power. But what we love about Halo is that it's incredibly easy to use. So we talk about, you know, what is this? This is a high capacity battery backup, meaning that is a full battery that's inside here to give us the run times and opportunity to charge and power so many things. Prior to this category, you had just a couple of options. One of those was a gas power generator. And with that, I don't know how to use one.
I don't know. We bought one like before we even had these, maybe 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, for sure.
We've never used it. I wouldn't know how to use it. What if I was home alone without my husband there?
And with that, it's toxic fumes. It has to be outside. It's lots of maintenance, oil and gas. It's a pull start. As we mentioned, Terry, you said 16 items are plugged in at one time.
Right.
This is silent. We are running everything right now.
That's right.
Yeah.
Listen,
so again,
wait, let's just stop.
Yeah.
I hear nothing. I had to stay at a friend's house. We had a bad power outage during Hurricane Katrina, and our friend had a generator. He was the only one in the neighborhood. We slept at the house. It was so loud, even upstairs, and it was in the garage because you can't have it out inside. It's gas powered. Actually, you could hear it running down the street. And so it was loud. You have to have the gas. There were lines at the gas station for days. People were like texting each other where to go. So even if you run out of gas with that, there's the smell of it. This is none of that.
No, and again, it's quiet. So that's what we love. This could be bedside. This could be kind of tucked, you know, under a coffee table when you need it. And again, the only maintenance that this unit is going to require is a simple recharge. But here's the amazing part as well. Leave it to Halo, battery experts. This will recharge from 0 to 100% charged in just 2 hours and 7 minutes. Now, we include that AC adapter for you to be able to plug into the wall. And why we love that, again, knowing that we have the wheels and that handle to make it really easy. If, say, you have to take it to a neighbor's or you have to take it somewhere to charge it, it's easy. It's just 2 hours. We also include for you the DC charger, which means that's the car adapter. So that's an option for you too.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so again, yet another way to charge it. But then if you opt for the solar panel as well, that's a third option. And when you have extended power outages, that's the thing. We never know exactly how long our power is going to be out. It just happens, just like it happened right here. But again, when you look around, we have our lamps, we have our TV, we have our connection, we have our phones, we have, if something, keep the kids entertained. That's just sitting in this area. Oh, and by the way, I think that's what, a 50-inch TV back here. But yeah, we're running that too. So again, it's your normalcy that's restored.
And
incredibly
oftentimes,
easy to use.
it is just one pocket, one neighborhood. So you could take this to a friend's house. Plug it in for 2 hours. It charges itself in the 2 hours, and then you bring it back home. And then your refrigerator, which isn't running all the time. You mentioned that earlier. It's not constantly running. It turns on when it needs to drop in temperature. Here's the most powerful in all the features that you're getting.
So again, look at all the ports that we have on there, including our 4 AC outlets, protective covers, so it's perfect for outside as well. So super bright floodlight, and I'll show you that in a second. We have a wireless charger on the top. So just like that, there's 12 charging and power ports. Perfect. We have the built-in wheels and that telescoping handle, which is perfect because in the world of emergencies, everyone's idea is different. Maybe it's you working from home. You get an additional day or 2 from working at home, plugging in everything. But what if you or a loved one are reliant on medical devices or CPAP machines? You get to stay in your home. And for me, I said it earlier, that kind of hits home for my dad. He had to have that CPAP machine. So I love knowing that in an emergency, you get to stay at home where you're most comfortable. But then, you know, move it to the kitchen. And again, effortlessly move with those wheels. But we always talk about this as a backup plan. This is your insurance policy. When something happens, we got you covered. But then we want you to use this as well. Unlike the piece of paper that sits in the drawer, you know, for your insurance policies elsewhere, this is one that you truly can enjoy using when it's not an emergency.
Right.
Use it for a tailgate. My daughter went to a huge tailgate last weekend down in Philadelphia, and our next door neighbor, of course, brought her down there, and he uses our Halo power station. So I love the idea that, you know, it's for fun as well.
Yes.
So, and we see Terry.
RVers love, campers love it. So yes, absolutely. Take it way into the backyard and do a movie night if you want to.
Yeah.
But today's the day to have that peace of mind and to save yourself between $800 and $1,000. We make it easier because we put it on Easy Pay. So if you have a major credit card, $260 a month for the next 5 months, and then you have it. You can use it as soon as you get it and pay it off over 5 months. If you want to add on the solar power panel, that's why you see 2 prices on your screen, it's only $20 more per month. I would definitely do that, and most people do. This is usually $300 more. It's only $100 more today. Now here are the color choices. What you're looking at there is called black. You can get that elsewhere, but again, without the solar panel, it would be $2,100. We're saving you $800. With the solar panel, it would be $2,400. We're saving you $1,000. But these 2 colors you can only find here at QVC, and they are not going to last the day. We have it in the blue. I love the green. It's my favorite. And guess what? Without the solar panel, 130 remain. If you want it with the solar panel, well over 2/3 of our quantity is gone. Fewer than 70 remain. You can even return it if you don't love it in the next 30 days. But guess what? It's shipping to you for free. It's 58 pounds and it's shipping to you for free.
Yeah, and that's
E22080 is your item number. Just to get this out of the way really quickly, we like to let you know what we're wearing. We also have this available. It is from Peace Love World, and we're going to pop that information on the screen so you can go back to QVC.com at any time, look at items recently on air, and see what we're wearing. So there's the information there. So $14 on Easy Pay.
Yeah. So I heard you mention earlier, you know, what do we do in the event that we know a storm is coming? Yeah, creature comforts, right? Everyone has their favorite thing to have at home.
Yes.
So we're going to open up the
Ice cream,
refrigerator.
coffee, wine.
Yeah. Oh, that would be great, right? And if, you know, a house full of kids, you know, you want to make sure that you have everything. So I just, you know, a lot of times we're like, well, how easy is it to use? I'm going to kind of swing around to the front of this because
so clearly it's off right now.
Yeah, it's off right now. And again, this is our reality, right? We have a jam-packed freezer. So what happens is, Terry, all I did was I have the cable right here. Now, if you need to, you can run an extension cable as well, or extension cord. As soon as I plug this in, look what's happening.
It's on.
Yeah, it's pretty great, right? Yeah. That's how difficult it is to use.
Right.
It's incredibly easy.
Well, and how much have we spent on this food? We have Rastelli chicken bites, we have pot stickers, we have the milk that's gonna go bad. We have all of those things. That's why I say, there are times that's your first Easy Pay in food alone. If not the whole entire unit. We buy like a half a cow at a time. It's over $1,000. If that was my freezer and it was gone, that's $1,000 down the drain.
And you can use this on those deep freezers as well. So that's what we love. So we're talking about, this is the most powerful power station that we've ever brought to you. Keep in mind, this power station is going to run the refrigerator behind us for up to 35 hours. Now, when you hear us quote these numbers, just know that those are continuous runtime. Well, to your point earlier, Terry, this does not run 24/7. Just like, you know, it only runs when it needs to have the power to lower the temps, to kind of equalize those temperatures. So really, we're telling you 35 hours, but just know that that's actually going to turn into days when you need it. So power more than ever, power multiple things for longer run times, and then plugging in and using more power than ever before. And it's still like, even as we're sitting here, you know, looking at it on the top of this island right here, it's incredibly tiny for what it delivers.
I couldn't believe it. When I walked out here, I was like, it is so much smaller than I realized. It's 23.5 inches by 40 3/4 inches. So what, about like 2 by 3? feet?
Not
I
quite.
mean,
Maybe like, oh, I don't.
not even. I mean,
Yeah.
it's really, like, look at us standing next to it. It
I
is
know. Here's,
not
like, my
a
hand.
huge, you know,
Right.
generator that sits in
Right.
the garage that weighs like hundreds of pounds, that you have to use gas for, that you have to make sure you have the gas for.